This dude fed up. He's been a fan for a long time, 20 years, and this shit is enough. Derek Carr wants to let the world know that he is fucking fed up. And damn well the Raiders are going to run the table right now. They'll be allowed to flip the script. I am fed up as Jamacho 74 and 38. The Raiders are going to end a 38-year championship spell. The Raiders have 7 regular season games left. They've got 4 playoff games before the Raiders send Tom Brady to a 7-4 Super Bowl record. The Raiders are all about winning. Just win, baby. It don't matter if there ain't no good in it. It don't matter if there's no Henry Ruggs. It don't matter. Just win. Just win. As I talked about with Jim Plunkett's 74th birthday coming up in a Super Bowl rematch between the Redskins on Jim Plunkett's 74th birthday. The Raiders are going to be 7-5 at that time because it's Marcus Allen, the Super Bowl MVP, that is Jamacho 75. Cincinnati Bengals. Raiders lose to the Cincinnati Bengals, but the Raiders beat the Cowboys and they beat the Washington football team to have a 7-5 record. And obviously, the Indianapolis Colts is a big reference because that was the team that injured Derek Carr. Derek Carr runs the table, eliminates the Colts on January the 2nd, and wins the Super Bowl. It's only fitting that Indianapolis Colts has too much of Inglewood, California. It's only fitting that that's the case. It's only fitting that the Raider Dynasty begins against the Dallas Cowboys. This is the significance of Cowboys in Inglewood, California. It don't mean that there's going to be any Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. It means that the Raider Dynasty begins against the Cowboys. The Patriots were 5-5 in 2001. The Raiders are 5-5 in 2021. That's what we're talking about right now. That's what I'm about to find out. It's homecoming for the Raiders against the Washington football team. It's homecoming week for the Raiders in November. They were 5-5. Will the Raiders not lose a game the rest of the way? I can show you how that's the case and how that may not be the case. Mark Davis is Jamacho 55. The Raiders are 5-5 right now. Will the Raiders be 8-5 after beating the Chiefs? Right after a game against a team owned by Daniel Snyder. Snyder's Jamacho 85. Washington Redskins Jamacho 85. Will Las Vegas is projected to be 8-6. Las Vegas is Jamacho 86. Broncos is Jamacho 86. Now that is the question. Do the Raiders lose to the Chiefs to be 7-6? Because they're going to finish the season against Thomas Brady in the Super Bowl? That is the question. And now if that is the case, if Thomas is Jamacho 22, if Carr is Jamacho 22, if the Lone Star State, or Star doesn't have Jamacho 22, but main point is, does a 22nd win for the Raiders in Vegas happen in the Super Bowl? If they finish with what? 11 wins? And then 4, okay. Actually, the Raiders were 7-9 last year. They're 7-9 last year. They were 8-8 or so. 8-8. Okay, 8-8. Let me just double check that quickly. List of Raiders seasons here. Just get the right. It was like 7-9 or 8-8 in the first year in Vegas. It was 8-8. So that's 8, and they're at 5. That's 11. So, you know. Absolutely, they will probably finish with 11 wins, and the 23rd win happens against Brady in the Super Bowl because of the fact that it's Brady that's got Jamacho 23. Now, the Raiders would have 19 wins in Vegas before the playoff run begins because 11-8 is 19. That's Jamacho Davis. So, the Raiders will probably be 8-6. Now, what is going to happen? This is going to be a win against the Cowboys. This is going to be a win. So, do they lose to the Browns or do they lose to the Chiefs? Because what you see right there is a win-loss sequence. 6-5, 7-5. It's 8-5 and 8-6, or it's 7-6 and it's 8-6 with the win against the Browns. Now, the Raiders should finish the year with a 6-1 record. The rest of the way with 6 wins in 7 games because it's Las Vegas Raiders that's got Jamacho 61. it's also Cleveland Browns. They're through one of the teams. One of the teams that they're playing that is Gematria 61, and it's Justin Herbert that's got Gematria 61. So the Raiders will definitely lose a game. Now, who do they lose to? Do they lose against the rival Denver Broncos? Do they lose against the Broncos? So this game against the Chiefs, I'd have to say that's going to be a loss. And then they face off again in the postseason. The sixth straight win could happen against the Chiefs, depending on the seeding. So I would say 7-6. They and the Raiders run the table with 8 straight wins. So 8-6, not only because of the fact that it's Broncos that has Gematria 86, but it's Las Vegas that has Gematria 86, and the Raiders are going to be defeating the greatest of all time in the Super Bowl. And plus, the Raiders will be defending the championship before Aaron Rodgers wins. Something else to contemplate too for the winner of next year. So, the Raiders being 8-6 is absolutely going to be significant in a very big way. A conference record sequence, the Raiders are going to be 5-3 against the conference. When, well, I can see 4-4 and they lose to the Chiefs, and then it's 5-4 in the AFC by beating the Browns, and then 6-4 against the AFC when they defeat the Denver Broncos. So yeah, Vic Fangio's probably gonna get fired. The Raiders are gonna defeat the Denver Broncos. They are 6-4 in the conference, and then it's 7-4 in the conference with the win against Indianapolis before San Diego, and then 8-4 in the AFC this year for the Raiders, and the Raiders are 11-4 in the AFC this year before facing off against Bruce Charles Arians. And the Raiders are 11-4 in the AFC, but they don't get to face the Cardinals in the Super Bowl. It's going to be the Buccaneers instead. Now notice that the Raiders have got 6-1. Then the Raiders win 3 straight playoff games. The Raiders are 9-1 ever since the Bengals game entering the Super Bowl. Because Derek Carr is born in the year 91, and it's Buccaneers that has Gematria of 91. So the Raiders would be 9-1 since the loss to the Bengals in the Super Bowl against Tom Brady. Tuck has Gematria of 10. Tuck has Gematria of 10. This is payback for the Tuck rule. 10-1, the Raiders will be, ever since losing to the Bengals, the 10th win ever since the Bengals game to finish the year is going to happen against Tom Brady. This is the whole significance of the Tuck rule. The Raider Dynasty begins when they're 5-5. The Patriot Dynasty begins when they're 5-5. The Raiders' 10th win ever since the Bengal loss happens in the Super Bowl against the Buccaneers. It is all going to happen that way. It is absolutely synced up. And when you go to the list of Raiders seasons, the Raiders' 29th win is in the Super Bowl for the former Tampa Bay coach, Bisaccia. Bisaccia has Gematria 29. The Raiders' 29th win is going to happen in the Super Bowl. This is the whole significance of 29. Bisaccia gets his former team, the Bucs, in the Super Bowl. If you're curious about Thanksgiving to the Super Bowl, this is a time span of 80 days, 81 days. The Beast is Gematria 81, a big sequence with Tom Brady, because Tom Brady is the Beast. Beast is Derek Dallas Carr. Beast is Gematria 80. The Beast is Gematria 80. 80 days after the game on Thanksgiving is the Super Bowl. Once again, Thanksgiving is Gematria 60. Thanksgiving is Gematria 141 because Derek Carr, born March 28th of 1991, is a birthday numerology of 141. This is when Derek Carr takes off. The Vegas Dynasty is born on Thanksgiving for the Raiders. The special one truly is Derek Dallas Carr. We are not interested in a rematch between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. No. This is the whole significance of Thanksgiving. Derek Carr's career breaks out on Thanksgiving, where enough is enough. We have reached the climax right now as it is. And it's going to be so epic because the Raiders beat anything in its way. Anything. Derek Carr has 68 losses for his career. Why do you think that is the case? That championship is Jamachia's 68. Not by coincidence, this is all by design. Derek Carr's 62nd win of his career is going to happen in the Super Bowl against the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers is Jamachia's 62. This is his 62nd win of his career. 52 wins right now over at the stadium of the LA Chargers. It's all synced up for everyone to say the Raiders season is over. It is all synced up for them to say that. But the beginning happens against Bisaccia's former team, the Cowboys. That's what you all ain't getting at right now. So the Raiders, I think, will lose to the Chiefs. The last loss is against the Chiefs. And then the Raiders beat the Chiefs in the playoffs for sure, absolutely. So Derek Carr at 52 wins right now. 53. Derek Carr's 53rd win happens against a team that is 5-3 in the Super Bowl. The 54th win happens against Washington. And now Derek Carr, that 55th win is going to be very significant. When does the 55th win happen? So there's 53, there's 54. I'd say 55 happens against the Browns, and then 56 and 57, and then 58. The 58th win against the Chargers. The 58th win to commemorate the winning ways of a franchise that originated in Oakland. His 58th win happening to clinch the playoff berth in a run that began against the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys has Jamachia 58. It is the Cowboys that's got Jamachia, rather Dallas Cowboys that has Jamachia Derek. This is why it's all starting to break down right now. This is why it all begins against Dallas. So how many games would that be for his career? Because obviously he's 52 and 68 right now, which this is the whole revelation angle. He had 185 touchdowns entering this week. He has 186, but truly, this is what the Jamachia revelation is all about. The 121st game, Derek Carr throws 30,000 passing yards. Derek Carr, the star, over at the Lone Star State. Derek Dallas Carr is fed up, and he's going to begin a legendary Super Bowl championship run of epic proportions. Epic proportions. Derek Carr's 131st game of his career is going to happen in the Super Bowl. Have you not seen that? Have you not seen that? 120. He's got 7 and 4 games left. That's right. Derek Carr is defending the Super Bowl championship when he has a 13-2 record. That's what's about to happen right now. And now, Coach Bisaccia, let's run Coach Bisaccia's numbers. He's 2-3 right now. 2-3. Brady, Jamachia 23. Vegas, Jamachia 23. He's 3-3. He's 4-3. He's 4-4, losing to the Chiefs. He's 8-4 in the postseason. Bisaccia finishes with a 12-4 record for the season because it is Henry Ruggs' birthday. That's on January the 24th, and it is the Buccaneers that's got Jamachia at 24. So it is all starting to sync up exactly by the numbers. Raiders will be 8-6, 9-6, 10-6, 11-6, 11-6. That's what the Raiders' record will be, is 11-6 when it's all done. Because of Prescott's Jamachia of 116. 11-6, then it's 12-6, it's 13-6, it's 14-6, and then it's 15-6. Ever since the email scandal, let's run the numbers through that. Uh, that is the record for Bisaccia. 6-1, 7-1, 8-1, and 9-1. 8-1 if we're contemplating another epic playoff choke job by Andrew Reid. This is another big reason too. His gematria synced up with played in the Super Bowl next year in the AFC over at Glendale. So Derek Carr, obviously his 12th win and his 13th win, his 14th win in the NFC is going to happen to end Tom Brady's career because end is gematria 14. Yep. Well, yep, his message is right too. Yep, just fucking win. That's all good. So, I have 42, 43, 44, 45, and then 48 wins in the AFC before the Super Bowl. The 49th win AFC would happen next year. 49 is going to be key, too, in this breakdown when it's all said and done. Don't forget, too, that the Cowboys has got gematria of Bucks. This is the new Denver Broncos for Vegas. Everything gets back on track this upcoming week. And that is a 23 5-day in numerology. 23-5, 23 is gematria Vegas. 23 is gematria Tom Brady. On and on and on and on and on. The synagogue of Satan is ready. The beast is ready. 223 points scored. Synagogue of Satan, the synagogue of Satan. Yep. The Vegas Dynasty obviously rises from the ashes out of nowhere. It is going to be pretty epic. What the script has in store for the Raiders to finish the season.